Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Canthu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. We are back out at the McAllen Convention Center corridor where things are obviously booming.
The upscale Home 2 Suites recently broke ground here. The 105,000 square foot, 100-room Home 2 Suites is the second Hilton hotel in the area, and it's scheduled for completion in the summer of 2017. The venue will feature an upscale lobby, a combined laundry and fitness area, and free continental breakfast.
And another hotel has already opened its doors. A grand opening was held for the La Quinta Inns and Suites. The four-story building houses 114 rooms and sits on the west side of the McAllen Convention Center. La Quinta is within walking distance of the Convention Center, the Palms Cross Shopping Center, and the Performing Arts Center set to open in the fall. Speaking of the Performing Arts Center, we recently got a sneak peek at the amazing venue. Let's take a look. A new round of warnings about the Zika virus and what you can do to protect yourself. Here's our very own Roy Canthu with that story.
Thanks, Roxanne. I'm here with Health and Code Enforcement Director Josh Ramirez to talk about weedy lots in McAllen. We've been seeing a lot of these popping up across the city. What should people do?
Well, Roy, this is a very good example of how grass can grow very fast, very quickly after a little rain. We've had rain on and off throughout these past weeks, and this is a good example. All it takes is just a few inches of rain, and within a day or two, we have a lot of grass growing up pretty fast. This grass is already in violation. The height exceeds the 3 feet high. So citizens need to call us at 601-1900 so we can quickly move in to notify the property owner.
Josh, why is it important that people cut their grass? And I know some people forget, but a lot of these properties are abandoned or the owner doesn't live here.
Most of the time, yes, the owner doesn't live in the valley or their other country. But it is important to maintain the grass cut because not just the mosquitoes. Right now we have a huge mosquito problem that's going to be starting up in the summer, but we also have rodents and snakes and many other animals that can live in tall grass. For us, the priority right now is cut down the grass so we can get rid of the mosquitoes.
Alrighty. Also, you talk about mosquitoes. In the news a lot, we're hearing a lot about Zika. What does it mean to McAllen?
Well, Zika is a virus that's coming through Central America. It's already in Mexico, so anytime we'll be here. What that means is that we have the proper mosquitoes to carry a virus like Zika. We have other viruses like West Nile, St. Louis encephalitis, dengue, chikungunya already here in the valley. But Zika, it's more dangerous for people that are expecting children. We want them to control the mosquitoes. Not every single mosquito carries the virus, only specific ones like the Aedes aegypti. And how will we determine that? By a microscope, analyzing the mosquitoes we trap and then determining the species. Therefore, we need people to control the mosquitoes. If you're going to be having outside activities, wear repellents, prevent the mosquito bites, eliminate the tall grass. That's the most important thing. Cut your grass and get rid of standing water that you're not using.
And the city is hoping that if residents see overgrown grass like this, that they call the 681-1900 to report it because it's for health purposes. We need to sort of fight the Zika if it ever makes it here, and that's by controlling mosquito populations. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Canthu.
Thanks, Roy. The McAllen Fire Department recently hosted a live fire demonstration emphasizing the need for a residential fire sprinkler system. Let's take a look back at that demo.
Nicky Roll Warrior fans have a reason to celebrate. The Dove Water Tower, originally constructed back in 1986, now has a fresh new look, an emblazoned Row mascot. The work included the obvious new exterior green and yellow paint job and logo work, and also included installation of a new safety guardrail, as well as the replacement of the interior bow ladders. With efforts like this, MPU hopes to keep this tower in operation to continue to serve residents for generations to come. The Dove Water Tower facelift now completes the restoration and rehabilitation of all three McAllen High School water towers.
The McAllen Public Works Department recently hosted a block party to give residents an idea of the services that they provide. Let's take a look back at that event.
McAllen will soon add another dynamic dining and entertainment option to South Texas with the planned opening of Dave & Buster's. The new attraction will cement McAllen as the region's entertainment hub and serve flourishing residential and high-traffic areas along Expressway 83.
The new Dave & Buster's will be built along Expressway 83 and 29th Street. Each location has a full-service restaurant, video arcade, and a sports bar. The closest one to the Rio Grande Valley is currently in San Antonio. Dave & Buster's in McAllen should open in the first quarter of 2017.
Well, that wraps up another edition of McAllen Update for the City of McAllen. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. We leave you now with a look back at our 4th of July parade. Thank you so much for joining us.